Hey, what's going on guys? Nick here with another Alien Covenant theory. So this one's kind of been jumping at me ever since we got the Take Me Home TV spot and then the kind of companion piece one, which was on Instagram. It was like Take Me Home spelled backwards though, and it featured Dr. Shaw, or our first look at her via the engineer's holographic projections, and of course the dog tag reveal. So a lot of people have been asking me about this in the comment section, and they've kind of been theorizing, okay, like, is this actually going to be a thing? Like, what's going on here? Is that an actual teaser that Shaw did become a xenomorph, like or even a queen, or some kind of mutated thing? Because, you know, if you look closely in the Instagram spot, you can actually see some kind of weird tentacle thing go through her. I'm not sure if this is just some kind of a distortion on the actual software itself, but, you know, it is something that could be speculated upon, because I did do a video a while back about if this movie will actually introduce a new type of Xenomorph Queen, like a protomorph queen or something like that, like something that's not quite as developed as the queen alien that we saw in the other films, like James Cameron's Aliens or the AVP 2004 movie, but something that's maybe a new version of the queen, or something that David has created through his experiments with the black goo. Because you have to ask yourself, okay, how did all those eggs get there that David has access to? They definitely don't look like the traditional eggs or facehuggers that we've seen in the past. You could say that, well, it might just be a stylistic approach, you know, just something from a design point of view, but I don't think that's quite the case. I think that there was a deliberate choice to make the eggs and facehuggers look different, because I remember reading that there was an interview with the visual effects supervisor, I'm pretty sure, where they kind of talked about saying that the aliens that we see in this movie are not the developed creatures that we see in the subsequent films. They are kind of moving towards that biomechanical appearance and feel for the aliens, and the ones that we're getting in this movie are very much a proto version of that, like a very distant relative, or, you know, something like that. So this is leading me to believe that since Shaw has kind of a pivotal role from what we've seen in these images here of this TV spot, you know, she's kind of one of the reasons possibly that sends out this beacon with the song where she's humming the country road song. It's interesting that this would happen because David and Shaw had a very troubled relationship in Prometheus. I think they were kind of back and forth, but ultimately they needed each other to survive and to get to the engineer's homeworld. You know, as we found out that David actually does have a hand in wiping out the engineers that we see on this planet, and that he's been conducting his own experiments for just about 10 years now, up until the Covenant crew actually land on Paradise. You just have to wonder, what could he actually have done in those 10 years with the black goo and the face huggers and aliens? He had to have been tampering with things and creating a means of actually getting all the stuff made. So it definitely could be possible that Shaw has been transformed into a Xenomorph Queen just based off the stuff that I just said, and then this weird tentacle kind of tail thing that pops through her in the end of this TV spot here. That's something to definitely take note of, because it doesn't seem like part of her actually. And if you look at the other shots too, it seems like she might be distressed actually making this recording. Possibly, I think I mentioned this in my breakdown, where I could easily see this being like David and Shaw arrive on the planet, David wipes out the engineers without Shaw knowing, she thinks that he crossed the line, she tries to send out this beacon behind his back, he finds out about it, and, you know, she basically has no time and she gets turned into this queen or something else that's even equally worse. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you guys think Shaw has become mutated into some kind of a new queen, or just an alien in general? Because the tentacle thing at the end definitely seems to be hinting at something else. Just can't be quite certain this time, but it seems like a possibility given the stuff we know about what David's been up to and the egg room that he actually has a hold of. So like I said, post all your own theories down in the comment section below. Let's get a good discussion going about this, because there's a lot of questions to be had about the latest two TV spots. So thank you guys again for watching. My name is Nick, and for more on Alien Covenant and the Alien and Predator universe, stick with the Hybrid Network.